machines. To assemble this main shaft to the machine, we need basically big screwdriver, medium screwdriver and small screwdriver. While assembling the main shaft, we need to ensure the main important 4 components to be fixed. That is number 1 counterweight, number 2 collar, number 3 gear and number 4 hand wheel. And during assembly of the main shaft, we need to focus on this screw. This screw is for adjusting the oil supply for needle bar, and we need to observe this hole where counterweight second screw should fix, and on this groove collar's first screw should fix, and on this groove this gear's first screw should fix, and on this groove hand wheel's first screw should be fixed. When assembling the main shaft, you can see some of the few holes on this shaft. It is basically hollow kind of shaft. There are holes through which oil passes, and there is a groove here. Through this oil passes, and through this hole oil passes to the needle bar, and complete main shaft will get easy proper lubrication system. And when assembling the components of the main shaft, first thing we need to assemble the hand wheel first screw towards the direction of anti-clockwise rotation. This is the first screw, screw number 1, screw number 2. This first screw should be fixed on the right end of the main shaft groove, on this groove. So let us fix it up, this first screw of the hand wheel on the main shaft groove. While fixing, make sure this should not go into the outside too much, or it should not be inside too much. Make sure both the surface should be little bit equal. Now fix the hand wheel first screw. You can refer this groove strike position, and you can tighten slowly, and make sure it is fixed properly. To ensure that first screw is fitted on this hand wheel, you can slightly loose it and you can check it up like this. So when you check like this, it should not rotate completely, it should get locked, so that we can understand that screw is getting locked on the groove. Then firmly tighten the first screw of the hand wheel on the shaft, and then turn the second screw and tighten the second screw. After assembling the hand wheel on the main shaft, we need to assemble the remaining components like gear. First screw should be tightened on this slot or groove, and this collar, first screw should be tightened on this collar or groove, and this counterweight, this is the second screw. Depending upon the direction of the rotation, we have to tighten. And when tightening the counterweight, the second screw, this is the first screw and this is the second screw, we need to tighten on this hole at the left end. But this we need to do after inserting into the machine. Now let us insert the main shaft to the machine from the right side. Gently move the main shaft and rotate, and ensure this shaft should be fixed on the eccentric cam first. Slowly rotate and make sure this shaft pass through this eccentric cam. Now make sure shaft enters through this gear. While fixing this gear, make sure this gear should be meshed with this bottom gear. These two together rotates. So, and then push the main shaft. Make sure this main shaft passes through the gear and slightly pull it back, because we need to fix the collar. And while fixing the collar, very important thing is, in the collar we have two surfaces. One is smooth surface, one more is rough surface. Make sure this smooth surface should be positioned to the right side of the bush. Now make sure this collar fixed and this main shaft inserting through the collar, and gently push the main shaft until it goes to the end. After inserting the three main components at the back side of the machine,